Wrestling unites us in body and soul. NDT squared circle sessions where legends come alive. Passion meets knowledge, the spirit will survive. Alive. The roar of the crowd, the clash of bodies, heroes and villains in epic fights. Austin stunner, heartbreaking, screeching music. In the ring we reach great heights. Wrestling unites us in body and soul. In body and soul. Ooh, NDT squared circle sessions where dreams take flight. Legends untold in our hearts ignite. NDT squared circle sessions where stories unfold. Battles of legends in glory untold. Alive. 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 In the ring we reach great heights. Alive.
Welcome to the show.
We got to film you doing that one time.
Nope. Won't happen. I mean, it's probably out there anyway.
It looks good. You do it. You got the shimmy, the shake, the whole nine going, dude.
When I used to go to the bar, I danced, so I'm sure there's videos out there somewhere.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of NDT Squared Circle Sessions. Next to
What
me,
the fuck is on your hat?
Justin. PG, perfect game.
Okay.
It's a sporting brand, baseball. I love it. I did a little shopping today for some of my gear. So, yeah, I'm happy about it. Spring's coming, buddy. Baseball's on its way. Opened up today. Yankees are down in Florida.
Pitchers and catchers, they're just for
Yeah,
people
just
to
pitchers.
start showing up.
Pitchers and catchers started reporting today, but some of the other guys are there. Volpe's already down there. Judge is already down there. So
Can't wait. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
good season. It's gonna be a fun one.
I can't wait for that.
Got high hopes, which honestly scares me.
Why?
As a Mets fan, when you have high hopes going into a season, you get let down.
Did you have high hopes last
99
year?
point no.
And look where you went.
Right. The first game I went to, they were 0-4 going into. They were 0-5. Yeah, I went to a doubleheader. They were 0-4 coming in. They lost the first one. They were 0-5 and about to be 0-6 going into like the 8th inning before they came back. They were getting no hit. I started rooting for a no hitter.
Was that the Tiger game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started rooting for a no hitter.
I think you what's up, Mike Cook? Yes, baseball season is here, my friend. I think Justin was personally responsible for the Mets turnaround for the season last year.
I yelled at Lindor at that game.
Yeah, you did.
I want to go
I
back
remember you
and
telling
watch
me.
the live feed. There weren't a lot of people there, and our seats were really close to the field, and we were in right field, and I think Lindor was hitting like 0-35 or something terrible, and he had a terrible fucking swing, and the last at batter went down swinging or looking, and the next time he came up, I just started screaming shit at him. I don't even remember what it was.
And now look at him. He ended up being in the MVP conversation.
I know. I take full responsibility for that.
You should.
I'd like some compensation.
Take the credit where credit's due, my friend. Yeah,
You know,
it's
me, Grimace, and OMG.
You just ripped your old Navy pajama pants? Like navy blue pajama pants, or like you were in the Navy pajama
No,
pants?
he's Old Navy.
Oh, Old Navy.
Brand
like
Old Navy.
Brand. Okay. See, there's 3 different ways that could have gone. Tom, what color were they? If they
Like
were navy, that's
SpongeBob, I
even
ripped my
better.
pants. Leaves.
Oh, all right. We're not posting that comment. Actually, you know what? Why not? Just tuck them back in, bro. Tuck them back in. All right, we got some wrestling stuff to chit chat about. This is where Mike Cook exits stage left. I know he hates wrestling. So, the Christmas special. That's awesome. Jingle balls. All right, we'll hit
Segues from the
SmackDown.
jump.
Yeah, we'll hit SmackDown quick. There wasn't really a lot going on that show. The big thing was Cody going over to CJ.
Right, and you knew you could just tell through that promo that was never going to happen.
Correct.
You didn't start nothing yet, right?
Yeah, we're live. You want to say hi to everybody? My son. He's gonna.
Hi, Christian.
My son's gonna make the room look like a freaking. Just go ahead and do your settings. It's fine. My LED lights are gonna go crazy for a minute, but whatever. So yeah, you knew that Jay was gonna was just kind of going there as window dressing to see Cody. You know he was gonna end up fighting Gunther. So
Right. Especially when they had him team up at the end against the Tama and Jacob.
Jacob, right? Yep. So I like what they're doing with Jacob, though. They're starting to build him up a little bit. That's a cool thing to see. They're going to start letting him loosen the reins on him a little bit. Let him go.
Backtrack through SmackDown after that, since we started with Cody and Jay. Solo came back at the end. Now, how do you think this worked?
I don't know.
Is he pissed that Jacob started to find his own and focusing more on himself?
This is where this storyline is going to get so polluted because there's so many ways to spin it, and there's so many of these Samoans on the show now. Like I like how they're doing Jimmy and Jay. They're kind of splitting off to do the singles stuff, but now you're going to have Solo and Jacob and Tama at just. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do here. I'm confused with it, to be honest with you. Usually have a pretty good idea what they can do with stuff, but I'm lost.
Or is he coming back to try to still run that side of the bloodline?
Is there? It's a good question.
Because it seems like they sort of broke up Roman's side of the bloodline. Like it was that match and that was it.
Yeah.
They're all doing their own thing.
Yep. I'm trying to see. Sorry, I'm looking for an audio thing. I don't have it, but whatever. I think the Roman is going to be ending up. I said this with Aaron Simmons, and he thinks I'm crazy, but I think you're going to see Roman, Seth, and Punk in a triple threat match.
I keep hearing a lot about that.
Yep, I think that's what you're going to see.
I think that
too many things doing right now. You got too many people climbing to the top of the ladder. It's just for obviously argument's sake, but there's no ladder match. But it's just it's too crowded at the top right now, and I think that's what's going to end up happening.
See, but they all deserve their individual matches against each other, not a triple threat.
I agree, but the water's so polluted. You know, if you look at it the right way, Punk already fought Seth, which I think they should have waited for.
Right, but he needs like a feud with Seth.
I agree, but now how are you going to? What's Roman doing? That's the tough part. Roman's just kind of out in the lurch right now. One of your biggest guys is nothing what to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's difficult. It's a tough situation to be in. They've kind of painted themselves in a corner. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but there's so much going on.
Yeah. I don't like the idea, but I do think it's going to happen.
Yeah, because Pointing Cena and Cody at WrestleMania.
I don't like that either. I would much rather see Punk Cody.
I think
And
you'll see that match without a belt.
I think that's gonna happen. No, I think that's for the belt. I think that's how Punk gets his WrestleMania main event.
So it's going to be a triple threat with Punk, Cody, and
No.
Cena.
No. I don't think Cena's involved.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to die on the hill.
I know
with this.
you are. I know you are. You died on him winning the Rumble.
Yep. Yes, I did because I
don't-
thought he was going to go to Mania, and that's the sticking point for me. Cena will be in the main event at Mania, and we'll go over. They got to get this out of the way. Be done. Get it out of the way.
But they're not going to. And they shouldn't, honestly.
Who breaks the record? Who do you think breaks the record then?
Not him. Somebody relevant.
I don't know.
I'd
dude.
much rather see Orton get it. At least he's been relevant and
Where is
stayed
he?
around. Just, I'm over the Cena thing. I've stated my piece on it. I think he's the most overrated.
That's where they just have to pull the trigger and get it over with and be done.
But don't do it at Mania. Don't ruin Mania because of that.
Well, my thing is to
Especially a Mania where you're gonna have Jay win that belt. You have to.
right, and that's
And
you
that
kind
place
of
is gonna be nuts.
you kind of dove right into my next point. Outside of Roman beating Cody 2 years ago, it seems like every Mania they're crowning a new champion. So, well, Reigns did it a few times in a row, but I'm just saying, like, you know that the belts are going to change hands at Mania. They have to kind of change this up a little bit. Make these belts change hands. I'm okay with them doing it on Raw or SmackDown once in a while, but they have to make these belts change hands, not just at the big ones. Because they're becoming too predictable. You know Jay's going to beat Gunther.
I'm not sure you see Cody lose it.
I think you do.
I think you see Gunther lose it. I don't think you see Cody lose it. I'm not sold on that's what's gonna happen yet.
Okay.
Like it's very possible, but I see a way where that doesn't happen.
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think he loses it until he goes complete heel. Is he here? Is he here yet? No.
No. No. I think he's got a show tonight, so he won't be in here. So, anywho, all right. Anything else you want to touch on with SmackDown? They did have the
Charlotte
women's-
Tiffy.
Yes, go ahead.
That's gonna happen. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Somehow, I guess she's facing Nia Friday night, right?
Yep.
For the belt.
Yep.
That's gonna be a wonky finish.
I just
I
hope
think
Charlotte
somehow-
doesn't get hurt.
Well, Charlotte's not wrestling.
Oh,
It's
it's
Tiffy.
It's Tiffy. Yeah. Hopefully Tiffy doesn't get hurt. I'm sorry.
I
They're blonde. They're
think-
both blonde.
I think Candice LeRae somehow screws over Nia accidentally. But Tiffy keeps it. She's not losing it.
No doubt. She's not losing that belt anytime soon. I think she retains at Mania too.
Yep, I
I
think
really do. I hope
think
Charlotte does business.
Charlotte
like that.
is gonna have to do business.
The only other big thing for me was Alexa Bliss.
What a
Did
good match that
qualify.
was.
Yes, she qualified for the Chamber. She looks really good as a wrestler. So, and the other
And
one
as
too.
the character.
So,
But
she's
that match with Candice was good. That was
Yeah,
a
it was.
very good match.
sure was. She's doing
I
really
don't
good.
like how they're doing the men's SmackDown is triple threat matches and Raw is singles.
Singles. Yep.
So that is telling you that Cena is going to be SmackDown then, right? Since he was already put in, and
Cena,
SmackDown's the one only sending 2.
most likely. I mean, Cena's pretty much got free reign from what I can tell. Cena's doing what Cena wants to do.
We'll get to it. Won't go. Not yet. Because that's Raw.
Well, let's just jump into that because there's really not much else to talk about on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's kind of been a dead show, and it's so bad. It's so sad.
Yep.
Jump
So what
right
is-
into the start of Raw.
Yeah, go for it.
That segment, not many words said on the mic, but its point got across.
So the segment he's talking about is when Gunther attacked Jey Uso mid-yeet. And
He is so over.
he is.
Holy shit. I mean, they extended his music to begin with, and he still got the one more time chant.
Yep. He was out there for quite a while to start off.
That's becoming its own thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be every time now. That alone tells me he has to have the belt, right? He has to win the belt.
If they don't, they're just going to kill him. They're going to kill any momentum that guy has going. So it's a shame.
I don't remember ever seeing somebody this over.
Daniel Bryan.
Was he?
The Yes Movement. Were you around? Were you really paying attention at that point?
No.
Dude, it's a very close second. Jay, I think, is more over. But when you went into an arena to go to a show before the show, you know, like they always do the woo and everything else with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
The entire place was doing the yes chant. There he is. He's here. My man, we were looking for you before. Hey, listen, next Wednesday, if we do the show, you want to come with us and hang out? I'll shoot you a text, but we want to bring you on because Justin wants to mess with you a little bit. We were just talking about Cody's heel turn that you think ain't happening.
Yep. I don't think he's dropping the belt till he goes full heel. But no, that segment was very well done.
Yes, 150%. They did it.
And then the only thing said on the mic was Jay saying, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
Only time they used the mic.
Nice. All right, Aaron's in for next week. That's good. Good stuff. Next Wednesday, man. I'll reach out. We'll get it taken care of. We'll set it all up. So, yeah, I don't see how they don't let Jay win this belt. It's going to kill any momentum that man has going for him.
This is what going to be his third shot at it.
Yeah.
Once with fourth. Didn't he have 2 shots against Roman?
Yes, I want to say yes.
One before he joined the Bloodline, and then one as he was leaving.
Right. Yep. So time to put the strap on the man. Give him his run.
Oh,
see how long it runs
absolutely
for.
deserves it.
Yep. We talked about a little bit about this pre-stream. The next one was the Damage Control against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
With everybody they released this week, how Raquel still has a job is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You let Isla Dawn go. Raquel still has a job?
Before you dive into this, Aaron, he did win the IC title and dropped it 2 weeks later. I think this is going to be at least a 4 or 5 month run for him. SummerSlam is probably right. Justin's right with that. They got to let him have it for a couple of months at least. I'd love to see him carry it for a year, but I don't think they're going to do that. If they were smart, they would, just because of how over the guy is. But
yep.
Yeah. All right, we go back to your Liv Morgan or your Raquel Rodriguez rant. Go ahead.
She's so bad in ring, man. Like nothing she does with anybody in ring ever looks good.
The one big noticeable part for me last night was when she missed to go for the pin I was just like, oh, and that is so obvious. Like I was like, ow. I'm starting to get like you. Like I don't watch the matches. I watch for them to mess up. So
I hate that I see it that way, though.
I know. Well, that one was just blatantly obvious. You couldn't miss that if you. There's no way. If you did, I would have sent you for an eye exam. Like it was just that noticeable.
And then she almost missed breaking up a pin. It was just
Yep.
bad.
That's for you, buddy.
I'm not even gonna respond.
Good for him, though. Good for Saquon.
Nope.
Yeah. After the way that your organization treated that man, he deserved it.
Fuck him.
All right. So, yeah.
On site, boy.
Damage Control did beat those two.
And Raquel, fuck you. You hurt Liv. Gashed her fucking eye.
Yeah, she was bleeding pretty good.
Did you see it in the next segment they had?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had the dried blood on her face still. Like, it's almost like she refused to let them clean it off. They just like, just let me have my battle scar. Like, she's definitely gonna have to be sewn up. But that was rough.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was rough.
And see, I say Raquel did it, but what did she hit something that was on Io's outfit?
I don't know exactly how she got it, but it was just gnarly. I wasn't paying that close attention when she was wrestling. When I looked up, though, she was like bloodied. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Oh, here we go. Aaron, we got plenty to talk about with you next week, my dude.
100%. Nia shouldn't be on the main roster. She shouldn't be in the company. Period. Only reason she has a job is because of who she's cousins with. She's terrible. Terrible on the mic, terrible in the ring. If she had either one of them, okay, but she doesn't have either.
But I'm gonna.
I've Aaron and I have said it before. Like if she would come out and be the person she is on the TikTok she puts out, it'd be a completely different story. At least then she'd have a personality in her character. When she comes out, she looks terrified to speak on the mic, and she's just so bad.
I'm gonna change next week's episode title to "Family Feud" and just be the moderator. Let you guys debate this stuff all night long because it's gonna be a fun one. Can't wait.
I like, and it's got nothing to do with her size. Nothing. She has no ability in ring. She's a liability. She hurts people.
Oh, look at it. I know he disagrees with you. I can't wait for this next week. This is going to be so much fun. We're probably not even going to talk anything wrestling. We're just going to talk feuds between Justin and Aaron. So, all right, moving on. Bailey, Lyra Valkyria. Bailey obviously was in the qualifier match for the elimination change.
Are you shocked at who won that? That she won that?
That Bailey won?
Yeah.
A little bit, yes. But halfway through the match, I said, Lyra's got the belt. Like, why would you send someone with a belt into the chamber? She's going to have something else to do that night. So I was kind of torn on who was going to win that match. Obviously, I wanted BBL Bailey to do that, but my tribal cheeks. But just like Chris said, I didn't. Once I realized that she's got that belt, there's no way they're going to let her go into the chamber and not have that strap be defended at some point on that PLE. Now, if they don't have her defend the title, I'm going to be very disappointed too.
I don't
'cause,
think
like,
they will.
they need to. These girls have earned these rights and these
She's
championships.
good, but
Let
who
them
you
fight.
who you're gonna have her and who the fuck that all American chick? Who the hell is that?
Oh, what's her name? I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name right now for the life of me. She's in the Alpha Academy.
Well, not Alpha Academy, but yeah, she's with
Bailey.
Ivy Nile.
Ivy now. Yep. Bailey Cakes. Listen, Aaron, we're gonna have a debate over this one. We're gonna fight. Okay. Just so we know.
Next
You don't
week's
think
episode.
You don't think she's gonna defend that title till Mania? That's crazy. Here's my thing. Why give these people belts if they're not gonna defend them? That's the tough part for me. They make these inaugural champions, the US title, the Intercontinental title, which is warranted. Good for them. But defend them on the PLEs. Same with Breaker. Same with Nakamura. Like, they should be defended on the PLEs. There's too many storylines that everybody else is more interested in. These belts need to become relevant again.
And I think you're gonna see. I've said it. If they keep doing the Saturday night main events, I think you're gonna see more of these mid cards slide into that.
I hate it. It's a freaking glorified house show. I hate it.
I think you'll see like the women's IC belt defended on Raw, like you see the men's. So I think you'll see Ivy Nile get a chance on one of the Raws before Mania. I don't think you'll see it on a PLE. It might culminate in a Mania match.
I don't know. I just wish they would. I don't want to keep saying the word relevant, but they need to let these people know, like, you've accomplished something. Defend it. Make it out forward facing on the shows.
Look at it. Rhea booked herself a title match. The Raw after Chamber.
Yes,
Against Io.
against Io, which. So does that mean now that Mommy's not fighting in Elimination Chamber?
She's not. Why would she? She's got the belt.
But that's what I'm saying. She should have a match, not the Elimination Chamber match itself, but she should have a match on the PLE. Your champion should be showcased on these PLEs.
Right, but like this one and Royal Rumble, they're based around specific matches.
Correct, and I understand that.
And the two, like, they're going to be over an hour each.
Yes, but you have your matches in between, so you
Which
can
are
have
cool down matches, though. You don't want to put your titles there.
Why would you want a cooldown match? Keep that crowd hyped up.
You can put one of the mid card titles there.
Either way, fine.
But like they did that with the tag belts this past one at Rumble.
Correct, but make something relevant out of it. That's all I'm saying. My phone's speaking.
But yeah, I don't think Rhea will defend the belt at Elimination Chamber.
No. All right, our next segment, AJ Styles with Dominic Mysterio, the little brawl that we had going on. That was kind of like whatever. The heat Dom has is amazing.
I showed you the clip. Made me laugh of Ricochet in AEW, thinking he was getting Dom heat, and you could hear people in the crowd talking amongst each other.
Yeah, there was so few people in the crowd. I told Justin they could have connected a Bluetooth speaker to the microphone, and you still would have heard him at the top of the arena.
And Dom, like, you can't hear him with the full PA system.
No.
It's wild. I'll tell you
amazing.
what, Logan Paul gets the same treatment.
Well, it all started
he's close.
Started way back when Roman was still starting his initial title runs, or whatever you want to call it, when no one wanted Roman either.
Yep.
So now the big thing is, when do you think they're going to pull the trigger? I mean, Dom's getting the heat. I get it. It's going to be a while, but do you think they ever pull the trigger and turn him face?
I hope. I was thinking about that last night too. I hope they do. I really do. I don't know how you do it.
It's tough because of his character, right? That's why I'm saying.
Well, I think they're starting to do it with Finn. Like Dom's still getting the heat because he stays loyal and all that shit. But with the way Finn like bullies on him and shit, I think and Finn can be the person to help turn him face.
So, okay. Mr. Simmons brought this up. Can we speak on the Judgment Day split brewing? Do you think that's when they make him a face? Do they use that opportunity to leave Finn as a heel?
Yeah, and reconnect him and Rhea somehow, because that's how you help him go face.
You'd have to pull him. You'd have to split him from Liv somehow, though.
Right. You kind of get him and Rhea to reconnect, and him and his dad, and that shit.
Yes, please.
And I think you can get him face, and when he's going to be a huge face.
His mustache alone will be famous, like the Steve Harvey mustache, you know.
But that man deserves a belt.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I said that he was one of my Slammy winners.
He goes out. It wasn't this past year because Jay had the most matches this past year, right?
Yeah, but he was pretty close.
The year before, Dom went out, had the most matches. He was close again last year. He goes out and he just works for people, and he's gotten 1,000 times better in the ring. I said the same thing about Dom. I'm saying about Nia when Dom first started. He has no business being in this business. He's only there because of his dad. He's terrible in ring and he's terrible on the mic.
But he honed his craft.
Yep.
And
I'm a fan of his.
I want to give a shout out to AJ Styles because he did acknowledge that Dom was a workhorse and all the work he's put in his promo last night. So it's not going unnoticed by the people backstage if AJ Styles is putting that in his promo. So
yeah, AJ's promo was really on AJ Styles like.
Yeah. I mean, he's still calling a punk ass kid,
But even like when he was addressing the crowd, it was just like something changed.
100%. Yep.
So I'm actually excited for their match next week. I think it's going to be a good match.
Yep. All right, and
it should show you the fact that AJ Styles is the type of guy who can kind of pick who he works with. He was okay with working with Dom. That's got to be worth something.
Well, I think it's more so that AJ understands that he's at the end of his career and he's going to start elevating new talent. So kudos to him for doing that. He's giving Dom the rub a little bit. See if Dom goes over. That would be cool too.
Hopefully, I think this might lead to a feud to something at Mania between them. I think that would be like a nice middle match at Mania where Dom finally gets his WrestleMania win.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you, Mr. Simmons. I'm with you. The next thing we had was this Seth Rollins and Finn Balor crap in the crowd. Wasn't really anything exciting.
Why? I don't know why they're booking Finn like that. You're trying to make him look relevant, but nobody's expecting him to win that.
Yeah,
it has to be Rollins.
Aaron, no, I didn't mean that Dom's not already over. I'm hoping Dom goes over AJ. That's what I meant that's what I was meaning by what I'm saying. Hopefully he goes over. Hopefully Dom wins the match, goes over AJ. That's what I meant, buddy. Sorry, Justin, I had to clarify that for you.
No, you're fine.
So yeah, but there wasn't really anything exciting about that segment to me. It was very blasé, just like filler time, whatever. I mean, I had to get them out there.
I just don't understand putting Finn in that match. Like, it's going to be a good match.
It's going to be crowded.
But do you really think Finn's gonna win that?
No.
And has anything to do with the chamber? I mean, I expect Damien to be in there, but that's done.
Right.
They had their 7-match series.
Yeah. It was the Iron Man streak. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, they have, like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a good problem to have, but they have too many stars and too many storylines running, and they've kind of painted themselves into a corner, which is cool. But at the same time, it's like for those of us that are trying to figure out what's going to happen, I mean, they're keeping us on our toes. There's so many wild cards involved. Need Seth in the chamber for who else but Finn to get over. I mean, maybe you see a long-term feud with Finn and Seth. They haven't fought in a long time.
Even with the whole shit with Reigns coming back up and Punk, there's just it's very crowded up there.
Yeah, it's a busy place right now.
And they have so many of them that could be main events without belts.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
I agree.
It's fun though.
Maybe this will be the first WrestleMania with 3 main events each night. The triple main event.
Oh, you can fit 4 of them.
Yeah,
Go
do double
4.
main events, 2 and 2. I don't know. We'll see.
It'd be insanity.
I mean, at that point, it's almost like, I don't know. See, he missed the beginning of the conversation. You're gonna put you're gonna put Punk in with Roman and Seth for a triple threat, my guy. It's coming. I see it.
See, I agree with Aaron on that. The Aaron that's
coming.
right in the chat, not the Aaron that's wrong on the screen.
I can't wait till next week. We're gonna have a lot. There's gonna be fighting going on. Like, we might have to square up on the squared circle sessions. All right. Next thing was the Viking Raiders defeated the Creed brothers by DQ because, of course,
They used the belt. Been a long time since you've seen somebody use a belt like that, though.
100%. It's been a while.
So it was cool. They look so fake compared to what they used to look like, though. I did pick that up last night. I'm like, they look plastic.
Yeah, they look like toys, like you get them at Walmart. But
It's a shame. They used to look so cool.
yep. And it's, to me, like I said, I think I said this a long time ago. We were so spoiled with the tag team division. We had the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys, and just that's when tag team wrestling was tag team wrestling, and now it's just
Led
kind
to
of
the
lost its luster.
Usos go to the New Day.
Yeah,
Like their feuds back in, I don't know, the teens.
yep. I don't know. It's a dying craft, a dying entity within the sports entertainment world. They need to bring that back and start making them relevant again.
SmackDown has one, a few of them right now. Like DIY is good.
DIY is very good. Yes.
Motor City Machine Guns are good. And
They're
even
starting to build
the
it.
Street Profits.
Ugh. Yeah.
They're finally gonna go over at some point.
Yeah. I would like to see them. I don't know. I have a lot of complaints, I guess. Make the belts relevant. Make the tag team division relevant.
Well, it's hard to make all the belts relevant because there's 2 of everything.
I know, but just stop making the damn. Everything's the bloodline, and it's great for the business, but it's so much.
I just don't understand, why does each show need its own belt?
Viewership.
Okay, then make each show its own brand and don't cross over at all.
Yeah. I don't like
and
the brand
every one of
split
them
either.
will have their own PLEs. So you have like a goddamn PLE every weekend.
Well, they used to do that. Remember, it was a Raw exclusive or a SmackDown exclusive PLE, and that's all it was.
Then go back to it.
Yeah.
And then
It's a long
split
time
your
ago.
Mania. SmackDown one night, Raw the next.
Yeah. Yep.
Or just make one belt across all the brands.
All right, moving on. Punk came out a little bit with Logan Paul before his match with Senor Mysterio. Kind of knew who was going to win that match. Obviously, Rey Mysterio was not going in the chamber. But Punk, I had to laugh when Logan Paul interrupted Punk because CM looked right at him and said, I didn't
Whose
even know
music
whose
is that?"
music this was, which is just classic.
You know
Punk.
what's funny though? Just 2 weeks ago, Seth Rollins said the same thing.
Yeah.
To Gunther.
Yep. Stealing their lines.
And he was stealing, I can't hear you. What are you saying? Speak up.
Yep.
Like Logan Paul gets the heat like Dom. He's right there with him.
I think everybody's over him.
But I'll tell you what, he is so good.
He is really a good wrestler.
And he's good on the mic.
Yeah.
At portraying what he wants to get across. Basically being himself. But I loved Punk's promo calling out Cena. Calling out the bullshit.
Yep.
Loved it.
You're going to see Cena Punk in the ring before SummerSlam.
I hope they get their hands on each other in the chamber.
Oh, he straight up told him he's coming for him. He told him there's a lot of people coming for him, but he's definitely going after him. So we'll see how that lands. But
and then how he referenced his talk with Cody.
Yeah.
And told you I wasn't going to stab you in the back. I was going to stab you in the front. I'm coming for you.
Yep. And then obviously Logan Paul's finisher, the pulverizer. That was actually a pretty cool move to watch.
That was wild.
Yeah, I was like,
dude,
ooh.
that front flip body slam, whatever the hell he did off the top rope.
Yep.
Holy shit.
He's an athletic mofo, so good for him.
And I mean, I get why it was Mysterio last night. Now that I think back, Mysterio probably asked to work with him again because he did fuck up the first match and Logan saved his life.
Right. Yes. He caught him. Yep. And
So-
that was a veteran move on his part. That was really cool that he did that.
So I mean, I know he's hated and I hate him, but I give him credit. He's really good at what he's doing.
Yep. He is,
and he
good
loves
wrestler.
it. So,
and of course, at the end, the New Day attacked Rey Mysterio just as Raw was going off the air.
dun dun dun. And then I haven't gone to YouTube to look to see what happened.
Nah, I didn't even go there either. It's too much work when you do that, you know?
Right, Aaron? I hate that he's good also.
Yeah, because you can't not like the body of work that he's doing. You cannot like the person.
I'm excited to see whatever he does in the Elimination Chamber. He's going to do something nuts.
Yep.
So, Aaron, you really think Nia is good?
Oh, don't start this now. Don't start this now.
I'm so disappointed.
While he's answering your question, I found some trivia questions I wanted to ask you.
Oh, boy.
This is fun. This is cool stuff. The first one, I'm going to give you multiple guess answers. Okay.
Okay.
Which iconic catchphrase belonged to the boastful $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. I'm the best at what I do. You can't handle the truth. Everyone's got a price, or just shut up and wrestle.
Everyone's got a price.
Right. Here, perfect. See? I'm glad. I'm with the three of us agree on something, my guy. Which is unprecedented for you and me to agree on anything, but that was cool. So yeah, Nias, no bueno.
Okay, you're still allowed to come next week then.
Yeah, he's allowed. All right. Under the mask, who was the high-flying luchador Rey Mysterio faced off against at WrestleMania 22? Eddie Guerrero, Batista, JBL, or Kurt Angle?
JBL?
No. It was Kurt Angle.
That was the other one I was thinking.
Yep. Yes, they both need to go, my friend. Her and Raquel should both be released. 150%. Now, Barry will probably argue with us over that one, but let me see what else can I find for you. All right, which brutal cage match features a roof suspended above the ring? Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, or King of the Ring tournament? This is a tricky one.
A roof suspended?
Which brutal cage match features a roof suspended above the ring? Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, or the King of the Ring tournament?
Two, technically. I'm going to
Right.
say Hell in a Cell, but also Elimination Chamber.
Hell in a Cell is the correct answer. Yep. What territory is credited with the birth of hardcore wrestling? WCW, ECW, NWA, or AWA?
ECW.
Very good.
ECW.
Yep.
ECW.
Let me see what else I can find here.
Used to get that on the Blue Ridge channel.
Yep. Okay, let's do this one. Tag Team Turmoil. What is the name of the annual, was the name of the annual WWE pay-per-view dedicated to tag team wrestling? Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, or TLC?
Survivor Series.
It's TLC. Tables, Ladders, and Chairs.
Was dedicated to tag teams?
Yep. Tag team wrestling. Yep. I could see where you think Survivor Series is the same. That's a little tricky.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Who won the very first Royal Rumble match in 1988? Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, or Andre the Giant?
88 would have been leading to WrestleMania 3. Hulk Hogan.
Macho Man.
Oh, that was the tournament. That was WrestleMania 4.
Yep. Yep.
It was a WrestleMania off.
That's okay. You were close.
Damn.
All right. Who eliminated himself from the Royal Rumble match by attempting a signature move over the top rope? Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, or Triple H?
I want to
their
say The
finishers.
Undertaker.
Mm-mm. Think about their finishing moves.
Inadvertently. So Pedigree wouldn't do that.
Nope. So it's not
Was
Undertaker.
it Batista the Spear?
Hold on. You got three other ones. It's not Taker. It's Stone Cold, Brock Lesnar, or Triple H.
Was it fucking Brock Lesnar
It was Austin. The
with the
stunner.
stunner?
Yep.
What did he fucking try to rear up on it too hard?
I don't know. I'm going to look at this and see. I don't know if he was. I'm going to have to find out.
Like, how with the stunner?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have to watch that and see. Which wrestler holds the record for most Royal Rumble match appearances? Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, or Randy Orton?
Oh, Randy Orton? Just because he's been. Then it's got to
Triple
be
H.
Triple H. Yeah.
Triple H. Yep. Let's see. I'll give you a couple more.
Thank
before we
God
get
it was
out of here.
multiple choice. I would have probably said Kofi Kingston. Feel like he's been in every single one.
Okay. Announcer All Stars. Here we go. Who is the legendary WWE announcer known for his booming voice and signature catchphrase, "Let the good times roll"? Mean Gene Okerlund, Howard Finkel, Jim Ross, or Jerry Lawler? I wouldn't guess this right.
It's got to be Mean Gene.
Nope. Jim Ross. I would have never guessed that.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think I ever heard him say that.
Yep.
I think this is a slobber knocker when I think of Jim Ross.
I think some of these questions are wrong because this one I'm reading now, I got to get a better site, but this is Quiz Academy. But this one also says, out here, who's the current voice of Monday Night Raw known for his excitable commentary and catchphrases like "by God"? That's, would you be saying
Pat McAfee.
Nope. They're saying Jonathan Coachman. There's no way. Coach isn't even in the wrestling business anymore for us. Unless he's on, well, is he on another? No, he's not on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-mm.
It's Michael Cole and it's McAfee. So Coachman is not right. So maybe this freaking thing is wrong. I don't know.
And McAfee says, "My God," a lot. So,
All right, you do this. You do well with these things. This is going to be themes and Titantrons. What is the name of the electrifying rock band responsible for Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme song "Glass Shatter"? Disturbed, Motorhead, Limp Bizkit, or Drowning Pool? And I think you should get this right.
Limp Bizkit?
Disturbed.
Really?
Yep. Okay. I'm not going to give you multiple guesses on this. You're going to get it right. What was the name of the annual award show held by WWE to recognize the best in professional wrestling?
The Slammies?
There you go.
Yay!
Yeah, buddy. Ooh.
Did it.
True or false? Wrestlers Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant were related in real life. True or false?
False.
Correct. Wanted you to think maybe it was true.
Yeah, for about half a second.
Half a second thing.
I was like, really? No.
All right, what else we got for tonight, man?
Nothing. They just got to let Cena lose at Chamber again. Real quick. Let's go. Get it over with.
Not happening.
And unfortunately, he's probably going to be one of the last two left.
He's going to win. He's going to win.
It's going to be him and Punk, and Punk's going to pin him. He's going to put him to sleep.
He's going to win. Cena's going. He's going to be pointing at the sign.
No, that's a Rumble thing. You don't do that at Chamber.
Yeah, he might. This is his last Chamber match, too, so he might.
He shouldn't even be in it.
Hey, I just work here, bro.
You volunteer here.
That's it. Yeah, we don't get paid. It's okay. We enjoy it. All right, so that's it for this week. Next week, Wednesday, 7
Wednesday.
p.m. time.
Sunday, you guys are here with the variety show.
Correct. You will not be. You'll be busy. Yeah, Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, variety show. Wednesday night, we will have a discussion with our guy Aaron Simmons from the Executive's View. He will be on, causing some turmoil with us. That's going to be a good time. We haven't had a guest in here in a while, so it'd be nice to have him on. I've been on his show a few times. We'd like to have Justin over there, but it's a family-friendly show. Justin cannot contain his energy.
Families love me.
Which is fine. So
families love me.
Yeah, we all do.
Yep.
All
Yours
right.
does.
I'm looking at one right now that definitely does. He's
God.
the damn gremlin. So
All
right. Well, if we don't have anything else to do tonight, bro, you want to take us out of here?
We out. Yes, sir.
Yep. See
Later.
you guys later.